So that video out of Texas, it does something to the core of my spirit. Looking at it made me think about the father of gynecology and how all this, technology and knowledge that we have about gynecology started because they experimented on us, right? And I picture it looking a lot like that video in Texas, where we're screaming out in agony and pain, and they're not even acknowledging us because it's not real, because they believe that we didn't feel pain. For all the black men I had conversations with regarding Planned Parenthood, abortion, and all that kind of stuff, they constantly talked about, Planned Parenthood because they killed black babies and da-da-da-da, they didn't want us to procreate. I'm not saying all that is not true, but you don't ever talk about the treatment and the mortality rate within our community. I always say, if you give a shit so much about life, you would be fighting to make sure there is hospitals and doctors in there that look like us, that care about us. I know that we're all like, oh, kids don't need to go. We're back on this. Kids don't need to go to college, and they don't have to be this, and that. They can be plumbers. And yes, all that is necessary, but so are black doctors and black dentists, black optometrists, black dermatologists. It is necessary. If you are not livid about that video, as livid as you were about black women getting abortions, but you're not as livid about that type of shit, then this is why I don't fucking talk to you or respect your comment at all or anything you say. You got so much to say about what we should fucking do with our bodies and how we should be. When's the last time have you had a real conversation with a female in your life about uncomfortable topics? I can get into that later, but I bet none of you men have ever asked any woman in your family, have you been sexually assaulted before? Have you been put in a position where somebody touched you or grabbed you or made you feel uncomfortable? Have you been raped before? It's not a dinner conversation, but neither is tracking my fucking period and my pregnancy. And so if we're going to get down in the dumps and we're going to talk about it, let's talk about it. Let's have some real conversation. If you were not appalled as a black man seeing that black woman screaming at hospital and then white folks didn't do shit and they seemed to only give a fuck because the mother recorded it, you're not for us. And this is why we don't feel protected, because this outrage, it should be across the board. It should be hand in hand, black men standing up just as angry as you were about Planned Parenthood and having abortions. Make it balance, make it square. You know what I'm saying? Be consistent.